Hi, you guys.
Hey.
What up, world?
What's up?
What up, world?
Mic check 1 2 1 2. Everybody here?
On the way to third.
Inside joke. Yeah. We live, we here. What's up? What's up?
What's up, man? Hey, shout out to St. Louis, man. St. Louis in the building.
St. Louis.
STL
Our
representatives.
guests tonight are
St. Louis's finest.
that's
Melanated.
And opinionated.
podcast.
Yeah.
St. Louis finest.
Which one is melanated and which one is opinionated?
Actually, we both are melanated and opinionated. And so
And
are
so are
you
y'all.
ladies too. Melanated and
Okay.
opinionated. Let's go.
So give us a little synopsis on what melanated and opinionated is about. Introduce you guys. What's your name? What y'all do? What you got going on?
Hey, Mr. Motivation, real quick, man. Let's do our thing, man. hey, wait, what's this called?
What's this called?
You already know. Melanated.
And opinionated.
Hey, just two melanated brothers
Talking that talk, man.
sharing our opinions, man. That's all we got.
And y'all need to join the conversation.
Period. Get on in it. And that's pretty much we just two melanated brothers having our opinions and sharing them and talking about the latest topics in the world.
Okay.
And trying to get the conversation started with everything.
I like that. Me and Smoke will have to come up with a little back and forth like that. I gotta get my,
I'm a mess up.
Nah.
So when do you got do y'all drop something every week, every day? Like when do y'all come out with y'all new episodes? How does it work? So, I can check it out.
So yeah, for a long time we were doing it on a weekly basis, man. But I actually recently I'm recovering from surgery, man. I had to have surgery on my foot. That's a whole nother story. But yeah, we getting right back into action right now, man. So it'll be weekly episodes. We do live sometime on IG and Facebook. So
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, we're gonna have to check that out.
Yeah, y'all gonna have to have us on y'all live IG because we like to talk. We are very opinionated.
Oh yeah. That's what we like to hear, man.
hell yeah.
I'm bullshit. Oh, I'm
I'm
sorry.
the angel. I'm the sweet one, not me.
Oh really?
Some tell me that ain't quite the whole
Exactly.
truth.
You know what? The person that say I'm the angel usually
Right.
No, but in my case,
She
it's
always
true.
throw that angel out there too.
they see.
Always.
So that's what
It's
I
like a disclaimer.
Whatever.
Mhm,
So we're gonna get into these
mhm.
topics. What we talking about tonight? What are we talking about, girl?
We talking about, do men gossip just as much as women do?
More.
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 So,
They run their
what?
mouth.
It was a study done on these white people internet. So if it's on these white people internet, it's true.
It must be true. It must be true.
It's true.
Everything that you see on the internet is true.
Yep. And it says that studies show that men spend over 30% more time gossiping than women do. I believe it.
I disagree.
Y'all
Wait,
talking
let's hear him out first. Let's hear him out first.
For sure.
All right, so help me understand why you believe that.
Cause y'all be running y'all mouth in the barbershop. Y'all run
Not
y'all
even
mouth
the barbershop. Not even the barbershop. Like whatever it is that you do, video games, y'all be chatting on video games with your homeboys on the phone. Y'all talk just as much and y'all tell business just as much as women do too. Y'all gossip. Y'all
I
run
think
your mouth.
they lie more. They lie more.
Lie?
They lie more in their gossip. Like y'all be gossiping, but y'all throw a little razzle dazzle on the lie.
Oh.
Let's sprinkle
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, you throw a little razzle dazzle on. So y'all talk about stuff, and the conversations I've heard, I just be like, shut up, cause y'all don't even know what y'all be talking about. Like I done heard dudes have conversation about weaves and how the hell she had a hair like this. Yeah, she had that straight hair. Nah, what's that curly hair called? Sir, shut up. So y'all just be talking. Y'all talk everywhere. Like she say on the game, the barber shop. Y'all don't talk on the
It
phone.
don't matter. Y'all talk.
Wait a minute. Hold up. Let's. So I gotta know this. what are we defining gossiping as? You keep on saying talking, and everybody have conversations about all type of stuff. What is gossiping? Let's define
Running,
that
telling
word.
business,
Telling business.
or
Come on.
I
Telling
haven't seen.
business.
Huh? Telling
Telling
business. Telling
Gossiping
business.
about whatever dumb shit y'all gossip about. I can't, if y'all be talking, but it be gossip. Like it be gossip, but it be at the end of the day, it's like you don't even know because don't nobody know what y'all talking about, but y'all. I guess it's like men code or some shit. I don't know. Y'all be cold
Men
about
code.
Mr. Motivation, what you got to say about that?
Go ahead, Mr. Motivation. Motivate us.
So I respectfully disagree.
No.
And really I could sum it up in like a small phrase, man. Like at the end of the day, women gossip more because women are detectives. Women gonna put all the pieces together and they gonna call so and so. Oh, so and so was there. They gonna put all the pieces together before they even come to a man about any damn thing. Men be like, you know what? If I don't know about it, shit, I'm not gonna go digging for shit. You know what I mean? Like,
But see,
so I'm not gonna
that's
ask
why.
him. I'm not gonna ask her. I don't really want to know. If the shit comes to the light, it comes to the light. You know what I'm saying? We ain't finna go be no private eye and snooping and all that kind of shit. Unless, I mean, it's some other guys out there that kind of act like females and do that. But that's a minority. That's a minority.
Yes.
Now, no, not as much as you think it is. And if a woman does an investigation and get all the facts together, I feel that as more as a informationalist or something. Did I just make up a word? Gossip is when you going around saying so you don't even know.
Let me do that real quick. It ain't a word. No, it ain't a word. But I like it.
That's called researching.
Right.
So after
analyzing. That's right. Analyzing, researching. We make sure we get our facts right.
That ain't gossip though. That ain't gossip.
Right. That's what I'm asking. So after you get the research and you do you become an informationalist, and when you
I'm a patent that damn word.
Once you share that information,
yeah.
When you share that information, what is that called?
Excuse me?
After you share that information from all of the analyzing and detective work that you did, after you share it with your homegirl, what's that called?
It's called a debriefing. What do you mean?
It's
called a debriefing.
Okay, flag on the plate, damn it. Flag on the plate. 10-yard penalty.
Woo, flag. Hey, double technical. That's a tech, man.
Listen.
They're going to say any word besides gossip. Informationalist. Debriefing. Come on.
Oh my
God. Over there.
I'm saying. It's not gossip. Y'all y'all can hear something and just run with it. No. Just run with it.
So do y'all. I think that we do it. So I can agree that men, quote unquote, gossip as well. But if gossiping is a sharing of information, you know what I mean, then we are sharing information. I think it depends on like how spicy it is, how juicy it is, what kind of like backstory
what type
it is.
Of information is being shared.
Huh?
What type of information is being shared?
Absolutely. That's when it becomes gossip. But if you're just sharing information, then, I mean, I could tell you that tomorrow it's going to rain. I just shared information to you and you didn't know it was going to rain. Am I gossiping?
Yeah, but tomorrow it's going to rain while I'm over at Susie's house.
But I ain't supposed to be at
information right there. That's yeah, that's that.
But you know what? I think men feel like men believe anytime two women are together on the phone or whatever, it's automatic gossip. We just talking.
Say it ain't true. Come on.
Right.
It's not true.
It's not.
We literally have information.
No, we are researching and analyzing and debriefing.
You know what?
That is what we're doing.
That's it.
You are hey, we gotta get you. I don't know if you're interested, but you real good with the words. They said I plead the fifth. We had never gonna say the word gospel, but it got anything to do with women.
Ain't. Because
that's that part right there.
So see, like I think even worse than that, like women, for the most part, man, men deal in facts, man. If the shit ain't concrete, like we ain't even got to talk about it for real. Women, women have this nature of, okay, it's holes in this story, so I'm gonna fill it with whatever the fuck I think. Excuse me, whatever I think and whatever I feel, I'm just gonna plug it in and see what happens.
That's y'all fault.
No.
What?
How?
This man's fault.
No.
Y'all don't answer the questions we're asking, so we don't
Thank you. You need to divulge more information. Like you gotta be more specific.
Matter of fact, you might need to be more Pacific because being specific just don't work. So just don't be Pacific at this point. Yeah.
They just go switch it
I
up.
hate you.
Be specific, man.
I hate you.
You do, because some people just can't be specific enough. At this point, just be Pacific. Because come on.
Pacific.
Yeah.
But I think
you gotta break it down and give more details. If you don't give more detail, we're gonna have to find out them details.
Why?
Because it's questions that we've asked that we did not
that
get an
need
answer
to be answered.
But even if you get an answer and you don't like the answer, then you're saying that he didn't do enough on his side, and now it's his fault that you didn't like the answer. You asked me a question, I had a valid answer. You just didn't like the answer. So now I'm wrong.
But no, it may not be that we didn't like the answer. It may not be that 1 + 1 don't equals 2. You know, you trying to do 1 + 1 to make it 4. Like some it ain't adding up.
That you want us to add to the story to
make it equal out, to make it, if it's gonna be 4, it can't be 1 + 1. It gotta be 1 + 1 + 2, then equal 4. You're missing something.
What they want is for us to say what they already thinking. That's what they want.
Here's the thing.
And if you say anything outside of what they already thinking,
you're lying.
Like, yeah, that's some bullshit.
Yeah, you're lying. Yeah.
This is what we want. We know that you went to her house and y'all ate dinner, right? We know you went over there, and we know y'all ate. I know you ate salmon and broccoli. So when I asked you what y'all ate, you tell me what you ate.
Okay. All right. So
I need details. What I say.
So then
1 + 1 = 4. There's something missing.
Okay. So once I give you all of the 4 details, and it's still not what you wanted to hear, then what?
No, and it's not there because I really believe in for me. I believe, because if I'm coming to you, I already know everything. Me personally, I've done all my research and analyzing before I come to you.
And the truth be told, she an FBI agent.
That's a fact. So when I come to you and I ask you, did you have on blue boxers? Don't tell me you had on green drawers.
Right.
Because now we're gonna fight.
Fact.
So now because you told me that you had on green drawers when I know you wore blue boxers, everything else is a lie.
Is a lie. I can't believe nothing else you said.
Come up with my own story because you lied about one thing. Everything else you say out your mouth is a lie.
I heard it. That. And that's fair. That's a fair assessment, man. But you know where I gotta call bullshit on the women's side is that for one, men are a lot dumber than women. I can honestly say that we are dumb, we're sloppy. So when we fuck up, we be caught. And so then we get into these habits that, like you said, shit. No, did I have on green drawers? And no, I think I had on the red one.
You be fucking up your own self.
I don't really know. You got me in here looking like Kane. You know you done fucked up, right? It was 7 o'clock. It was 7. But on the flip side of that, the thing is, women won't even get that far. A woman ain't even gonna admit, like y'all won't even admit to gossiping. So you damn sure ain't gonna admit when it was some real messed up stuff. You be like, nope, wasn't me. Girl, I got a picture of you right here.
You saying it, Kevin Hart? What he saw? You looked me in my eye.
Right. Saw you see me.
Wasn't me.
That must have been my twin. You know they say everybody got a twin in the world.
Everybody got a twin. That's what they say.
Hey,
wasn't me.
Man, come on.
So then it's okay for y'all to lie, but not okay for us to lie.
It's not okay for anybody to lie.
No one to lie.
I'm just saying.
Women don't lie. Women don't lie. Women don't cheat. Women don't lie. Women don't cheat.
Technical file. Put your hands
I need a flag, man. We need to get us a flag, B. We need to start tossing them flag in a whistle.
Women don't lie.
Women do not cheat.
What?
I ain't gonna say we don't lie, but we do not cheat.
Black women don't lie. Black women don't cheat.
Come on. We gonna have an honest conversation.
Now you got to turn this into an individual thing. Storm and Smoke, maybe you guys don't cheat, but
Other black women do.
oh, absolutely. Come on, man. Let's talk about this, man. Will and Jada. Let's go.
What about that? That's not a
Ooh,
cheat.
wait, who did what
Talk
now?
about.
What you say?
No, but you
Huh? What?
That's
no.
not a cheat.
Huh?
The only
Say
thing,
what?
I think I think Will cheated. I think Will shit just ain't came out. I think he know how to keep his women under wraps. I really do. I really
Now
do.
you're speculating though. But that's
Now,
speculating.
what?
Now you only speculate.
Only because of
We're
their
talking
lifestyle.
about the
Only because of their
facts.
lifestyle.
That's
Only
not fair.
because of
That's
their
not
What's
fair.
the
lifestyle.
facts? What's the facts, Stormy? What's the facts?
This is the
What do
court
we
of law.
know
We know that there was
about?
an
What do we know about
entanglement.
Jada? What do
We
we
know there
know?
was an entanglement.
Yeah.
Huh?
I don't think it was a cheat.
Now it's an entanglement. You see that?
It wasn't a
Man, y'all
cheat.
have no
Why not?
accountability.
Why
No,
wouldn't
I
it?
don't think it was a
Tell
cheat
me,
because
tell
I think
why,
everybody knew.
but say why it wasn't a cheat though.
Yeah, help me out.
It wasn't a cheat because I believe everybody knew what was going on. I don't think it was a cheat. I think they shit came out, but I don't think it was. I don't think he cheated. I think
So why was Will upset then?
Will didn't know.
Why was Will
Will did not
upset?
know.
man, yes he did.
I
Why
think
was
he
he
was
upset
upset
then?
because it came out. I think it was upset because if they said that he was living in the guest house or the outhouse or whatever house on the property, so if your girl is spending time with this man in his, not in your house, but even in your house, and they spending time together like that, I think he knew. I think what made him upset was it got out.
Time out. So this is Storming again. Now Will the man. This is the Fresh Prince we talking about. He the man.
Right.
So he not gonna be tripping off of some man being around his wife. You know what I'm saying? She do love scenes and shit in movies. He ain't worried about her having a friend that she hang out with. So if he had addressed it like, oh y'all fucking or something, now he's weak. You know what I'm saying? Or you insecure, you coming at her like this about that, but turns out the whole time they was fucking. You know what I'm saying? So
But
it's a lose-lose for him.
the story said that they were spending like time, like intimate time together. How would he not know as a husband that they've been spending this intimate time together?
Do you think that Will was okay with the cheating though? Is that what you're trying to say? He was okay with the cheating?
I think that's what Smoke is trying to say. That
I'm
he
not
was
saying
okay
that
with
because there's no cheating. If we all have, if me and my partner have a conversation and this how we gonna run this, it's not cheating. I don't believe that she cheated. I believe they shit came out. I believe they do whatever they do, and I think Will was mad because it came out. I don't think his feelings was hurt because he found out. Hell, I believe he knew.
I believe he knew too. I think he was pissed off because it got exposed. Because I believe he has some women too. It's just that women know how to.
You said that's an assumption.
We can't go.
I'm saying that is an assumption, but
yeah, but that's not fair because it just helps the case of the women, and that's not fair. Play fair, y'all. Let's play fair.
So basically, all men want to hear is that Jada cheated on Will.
Period.
So all we want to hear is accountability. That's all. Like for some woman to say, "Hey, that was a married woman. For her to go fuck that dude, she was wrong."
Yeah.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
But that
ain't what y'all saying.
I feel like she was wrong. Smoke don't, but I feel like she was wrong. She was definitely wrong, 120% wrong. She shouldn't have been doing that. Period.
Straight up.
But if they have an open relationship, which I've told that it's been said for years that they have an open relationship.
Said by who?
Right. We only
the world.
That.
The world said that, but they've gone on record saying that they don't have a open relationship.
People lie every day, B.
They do, but all we can go off of is their word.
We can't go off of what we feel.
What we want to believe.
Right.
That don't make no sense. He's so handsome. She's so beautiful.
Okay, well,
they gotta be.
That's what I'm.
That part.
What I see is that everybody hunching other people. So I don't believe she cheated. I can't even say it was messed up. They should.
Of course not, Smoke. You believe that women don't cheat. Remember this?
I did say black women. Black women
don't cheat.
Black women
don't cheat. So
yeah,
of course you don't. Of course you don't think that Jada was cheating.
I don't. I mean, I know black heifers that cheat, but black women don't cheat.
Oh.
Man.
Yeah.
Damn. Oh, that was a
Stormy,
good one, Smoke.
Smoke, you
So,
need to go to
Black
law
women
school,
don't
girl. You
cheat.
gonna get off OJ, man. He's like, if the glove don't fit, we
it
must
must
quit.
have quit.
I'm just saying. That's
He said,
all.
I don't
I'm
give a
just
damn where you
saying.
caught him at.
So
We
let's
Hey,
move
are
on
so,
united.
but if
these
we
gender
going back to the
roles.
gossiping, then
Go ahead.
who was out of men and women based on the Will and Jada story? Who do you think was going around talking about it the most? Because that's gossip. Who, men or women, who was talking about it the most?
Ooh, ooh.
Kevin Samuels.
God damn. Well, give us one, Smoke. Give us one. She ain't giving nothing.
And she tried her hardest to be like she had to think about it.
Mm,
I'm not giving them nothing.
Nothing.
No, I will say probably women.
I
Probably women.
think I think only women because more women are on social media and it was rampant on social media at the time. Like that was like the number one thing. And more women are more social on social media than men are.
I
So
don't
I
So
think
know
that
women
means
at this
more
point.
I
women
don't
But
know.
it
socially
wasn't
gossip.
gossip because it was facts.
That part.
It was
Fact
facts.
Still
check. Hold on,
gossip.
hold
If you
on.
talk
Let me
about anybody else shit, that's gossip. Whether it's true, whether it's a lie, whether you made the shit up, it's gossip.
So then everybody gossip.
Everybody gossip. That's
It's
true.
Men do
50
it
50
Everybody.
more.
then. It's
Women
50
do it
50
more though.
then.
Nah,
No,
nah.
no,
One
no.
is
Men
not
do
more
it
than the
74,
other.
y'all do
74.
it definitely
I feel
more.
like men do it more than women because I feel like it goes down in the barbershop. Like I really want to
And
cut.
it
I want
goes
to
down
learn
in
how
the
to
beauty
cut
shop.
hair. I don't go to the place because they hair not too long. My nerves bad. So yeah, no. But I really sometimes I really wish I knew how to cut hair so I could just hear the shit y'all talking in the barbershop.
Hey, believe it or not, we don't talk a whole bunch about women all the time.
Nope.
We be talking about politics. We be talking about being
Money,
fathers. We be
I
talking
just
about
want
being
to
good
hear it.
all kind
men.
of shit.
We don't really. So if we're doing that and we're talking about being good men, we're talking about politics. We're talking about being fathers. Then where's the gossiping in that? Where, is that gossiping?
When somebody play that YouTube and that Meg Thee Stallion video come on, y'all see her booty jiggling, and then y'all get sidetracked.
And so then that
And
turns
then
into
that's when
gossip,
y'all turn
huh?
into the gossip and go talk about Keisha and Tamika from around the way.
Mm,
That's when y'all turn into gossiper, in my opinion. Again, this is just my opinion. These are not facts, ladies and
Ain't
gentlemen.
that ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Smoke. When the last time you went to a barbershop and heard some men gossip?
Child, I don't go to barbershops.
Oh,
But I want to
But
go.
she
This is
gave
funny.
a fact about the barbershops, though.
oh.
No, this is what I believe, but I want to go so I will have facts. I need
So
to.
you actually talking
I'm
to two barbers
curious
right now.
about it.
You
Huh?
talking to two barbers right now. Like we both
Yeah.
barbers.
Oh,
So
I didn't know that. Hey, how y'all
yeah.
doing? Y'all all right?
yeah.
I'm gonna come cut some hair so
So
I can hear what y'all be talking
welcome to the shop. You in the shop right now.
This the shop, right? Man,
And
shop
we
talk.
gossiping because we talk about
in
Will
the
and
shop.
Jada.
Right.
That part.
So
Only
We
we
doing
all
are.
50-50
gossiping.
because it's two of us and two of y'all.
Yep.
Okay, it is.
Man.
So since it's 50-50, let's talk about these gender roles. Are there gender roles in y'all's opinion?
That's tough, man. That's tough. I think that it's certain things that men can't do that women can do, and there's certain things that men can do that women can't do.
Okay.
And I think God created us like that on purpose. Like it's just certain things. Like we ain't gonna never be able to conceive no baby. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm not to say that that's a gender role, but like it's just certain things that I think that was designed just only for men and only for women. Now the thing is, we want to be so equal that we try to do the same thing that the other sex is doing. You know what I mean? And I don't understand that. Why aren't we okay with like, no, I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? That's for women. But
Yeah.
I don't know. What y'all
Yeah,
think?
I definitely agree with that, man. And only thing I would add is that man, I heard on some YouTube video I was watching, man, they were saying that the modern woman wants to be equal to the man in every way, instead of already recognizing the equity she has in the home. You know what I mean? Because if we're equal, that means we're the same. So I cook, you cook. I clean, you clean. I get out here and cut this grass. You get your ass out here and cut this grass. I rotate them tires. You rotate them tires. We taking turns on every damn thing. And women only want gender roles when it's a man doing something. Everything else, they want it to be 50-50. I want, baby, I need you to cook sometimes. I need you to help me clean sometimes. You know what I mean? But no, I don't want to pump my gas. I don't want to open the door. I don't want to do none of that shit. You know what I mean? But you need to help me with my shit. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, with the equity thing, like almost look, y'all watch sports at all?
Sometimes. Me.
Basketball, football.
She don't. She don't. I do. She don't.
So let's say the guy is the point guard, right? So you bring the ball up. This your role. You're supposed to watch the court. You're supposed to hit people with the passes. You know what I'm saying? And then you got the big man. He down low. He waiting on the pass. You know what I mean? If you're trying to be equal to me, now you coming to take the ball out of my hand when I'm trying to facilitate this thing. What I need you to do is to play your role. That's gonna be the best thing for the whole team. Don't try to do what I do. Do something different so we can add to each other.
Yep. What y'all think?
I agree with both of you. I definitely believe in gender roles, but I didn't I guess believe in them or start living by gender roles until I got a little bit older. Because when I was young, I was like, shit, I can do anything a nigga can do, blah, 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 blah. But the older that I've gotten, I'm like, yeah. In the relationship, in my marriage, it's definitely gender roles. Definitely.
Absolutely. I believe so.
I married an old man in a young man's body, and he believes in gender roles. So I had no choice. You know, this is the type of man that I married. But yes, he outside cutting the grass and all that shit. I definitely will not be doing that at all. Period. And he will tell you he is not washing no damn dishes. So
let me ask you this:
I got a system and it works.
Do you think that the kids, that what should we teach our kids then? Should we allow the girls to take out the trash and do all the things the boys doing and the boys doing the same things?
Growing up, yes, definitely.
Growing up, okay.
Yes,
so then when
definitely.
you get married,
because you have to learn. You have to know how to do it. That's like being able to take care of yourself. You know, I look at it as like that. But when you get in a relationship with someone, if that person, that spouse, or you know, that whoever you're with is like that, because everybody's not with the gender roles. Everybody want to be equal in a relationship,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Them gender roles don't work for everybody.
Right.
I think it helps. I think it helps, man. It helps. Like Mr. Motivation just said, because if we're a team and you're trying to come take the ball from me, then it's like we're opponents now. We're on opposite teams, and we're supposed to be on the same team. So it's certain things that you, and it's kind of like, I mean, being a teamwork make the dream work for real. So everybody got to do their part. You know, we can't be doing the same thing at the same time, because then that's not that's not efficient or sufficient. You know what I mean? Everybody got to do their part, so that way we can. I hate to say kill two birds with one stone, but we definitely can do two things at once instead of both of us trying to do the same thing. Like, and I know this is kind of crazy. Like when I go to a restaurant with my lady, I like to order two different things so we can try some stuff instead of us ordering the same thing. You know what I mean? Like what is that doing? You can have some of my food. Why do we need to order the same thing?
Oh, you share your food?
Boy, because niggas don't like what my husband will share his food because he's a foodie. But most men don't like to share no food. They want you to have your own food.
No, the problem is a woman be like, "Oh, I ain't hungry." Then you bring some food. It's like, "Oh, well, what you got?" It's like, damn.
We just want to taste
there.
Just a little taste, not eat
just
it.
Taste half. Just taste half.
No. So when we go back to these gender roles, are there any roles that you just not gonna do? Like you not gonna wash no dish, you not gonna clean no house. Is there anything you're not going to do?
For me, I don't mind helping out around the house. You know
Me either.
Because this generation of men, for the most part, has been raised to do all of those things. Because moms hated being stuck doing that shit. You know what I mean? So they're like, I'm gonna teach my boys that you help your wife do this stuff. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But while we were being taught that, girls weren't being taught that. Like you said, Ebony, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, you didn't always think the way you think now. You know what I mean? So coming up,
but
nobody was saying, hey. in a home, you have a certain role that you need to fill, young woman.
Yeah,
This is how you
yeah,
treat a
yeah,
man. This is how you
yeah,
treat a husband. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like
yeah,
this is how
yeah,
you act as a wife. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
so 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 you have these young girls just listening to mainstream media and hip hop music and the Real Housewives of Atlanta and shit. You know what I'm saying? And they formulate these ideas of how to be a wife and a girlfriend, and it's just fucking chaos.
Cause them shows do not teach, man. It's a bunch of raunchy, ghetto,
Entertainment.
classless. Like, where is the class? Teach these young women how to get along with the other women in the show. But that's
Drama
not what
and
sells.
spelling.
Right? That's
That's
not
what
what
it
sells.
Drama.
is.
That's not what said drama sells. So
But a lot of our young kids don't know how to detach that drama from reality. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Mhm.
So they see this drama and this nonsense and this negativity, and then they gonna act it out
Mhm.
in their own lives. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but they mammy looking at it too, and they mammy thinking it's cool, so they just think
Exactly.
it's cute that their kids are doing this.
Exactly.
And she trying to be friends because they hanging out fucking together.
Right.
That
They
part.
hanging out together. They not hanging out fucking together.
Yeah,
Right.
no,
Right.
no,
Right.
no.
No. No. No.
Not
We
like
got
that.
you. We got you.
Hey, so smoke. Let me ask you that same question. Is there anything that you won't do as a woman, as a lady, as a
I am not cutting no yard. If I got a man, I'm not cutting no yard. I'm not changing the oil. I'm not doing none of that. I go pump my own gas. I ain't got no problem with that. I don't feel like I should take out. I don't feel like I should have to take out the trash, but I will. But if I take out the trash, know that it's a problem.
no? It's a
Yeah,
problem.
because I don't. I guess every man that I've been with, and even when my dad was around, well, my dad was here, not around, but I ain't have to touch no trash. So when
Smoke.
I'm single by myself, of course I'm gonna do it because the trash got to go the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
So let me ask you this: like, so how good does it feel? Let's say your gender role is you cook and you clean. You know what I mean? How
Mhm.
good does it feel when your man surprised and say, you know what, I'm gonna take care of dinner and I'm gonna do the dishes? You know what I'm saying? That's your role. That's your
Man,
role. But I'm gonna
listen.
go knock out. I'm gonna go knock that out for you. Even though that ain't my job, I'm gonna knock that out for you. You know what I'm saying? It feel good. So on the
That's
flip
how
side,
good it's gonna
Oh, hold
that
feel.
on, but
time you
listen to
took that
him.
time you took that trash out for him, it shouldn't be a problem. It's just you
No, no,
took the
Boom.
no,
trash out for him because you expect him to fill in for you sometimes, right? And it feel
no.
good.
No. If he do that, that's cool and fine. Now I'm not gonna say I'm just not. Shut the fuck up. Not you. I'm not gonna say that I'm just not gonna take the trash out. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
I
right,
don't mind doing shit.
right.
But I guess what I'm going back to is the point that I'm speaking on is, hey man, you gonna take this trash out, or the trash go out.
Right.
Like if I have to
Yeah.
say something, let me say that I ain't got no problem doing shit. Again, I'm not cutting no grass though. I'm not cutting no
Oh
grass.
no.
I am
So
not cutting no grass.
I feel
I
that.
don't care if you come
so
home and cook for a month. I ain't cutting no grass.
so wait, can he come home and lecture you about the dishes? Like,
He
damn, we
can
about
say
to go to
whatever
bed.
he
The
want
dishes
to
still
say.
ain't done. You just gonna leave them dishes in there till tomorrow?
He can
You
say
know
whatever
you
he
knew the
want to
dishes
say.
had to get done. It's gonna be a problem. Tell me it ain't gonna be a problem.
He can say I'm a different kind of woman. He can say whatever he want to say.
You
Okay.
gonna make sure them
I'm a
dishes
different kind of
washed?
woman. He can say whatever he want to say.
Or you gonna make sure them dishes washed?
I'm gonna wash them.
Oh,
But he
okay.
can say whatever he
Oh,
want
okay.
to say.
Hey,
And when I
respect
say he
then.
can say whatever he want to say, that's probably me saying he's literally just talking because I'm probably not gonna respond. I know I gotta wash these goddamn dishes. I'm gonna go wash them. So again, this is me speaking from my last relationship. This is not
Right,
me
right.
speaking from how I am with
Mm.
Okay, okay.
with a better man. This is me speaking from my
Mm.
last relationship.
Gotcha.
So
Gotcha.
yeah, he can say what he want to say about the dishes, but
You
I'm
know
gonna
what
wash
I you know what I always say to people, man? This motivation, though, I always say this all the time. I love to tell people that you know how for everything that you say you won't do, like you said, you ain't doing none of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I believe you.
them.
And I say I'm not gonna do a lot of stuff too. But when God send the right person in your life, that right person, how you doing everything that you say you will not do.
And you are absolutely right.
To
And
a
I pray
certain
God to give
extent.
me that man.
To a certain extent. I
Yeah,
believe that
there's
to a
limits
certain
to it.
extent.
Yeah, there's limits
Of
to it.
course, there's limits, but I'm just
Because I
saying,
don't
you
give a
know,
fuck who you
we
bringing.
real
I'm not
quick to be
cutting
talking
nobody's
about what we
grass.
won't do.
And I'm not changing nobody oil.
Right, right, right.
I might go outside with him while he cut the grass. Say,
Sitting there watching, but
you want something to drink,
that's
Vegas?
not something I'm not ever gonna
Yeah.
do. ever.
heard that.
I mean, but
I cut the grass,
what if he tired, man? You know, he been working, he been slaving, he been doing
I'ma
all stuff around the
have.
crib. You know what I'm saying, and
I'm gonna
everything.
pay a high 30 for Julio to come around
But
here.
you
And
said you know how to do everything, though.
yeah, and I can pay Julio. I work, so I can pay Julio this $30 to
I don't know how to cut the grass.
this
But we
grass.
could save $30 and you could just cut it.
Oh no!
And then guess what?
That
What's
ain't
gonna happen? What's
that
gonna
ain't
happen?
in me.
We still gonna have to pay the $30 after I cut the grass. Because it's gonna
That ain't in me. I go ahead and get that thing. Sorry.
See, I think that's something that a lot of women like kind of do wrong, man. Like women keep this like secret score book, you know, the score sheet of like, all right, he did this, so I give him a check mark. He did that, I give him a check mark. Now I did this, so I get 2 check marks. And so anytime that book out of balance, I mean, you know, you keep it score, so you get to pad it a little bit. It's like, you know, yeah, you know how it is. I got 16 points. But anytime that shit out of whack, it's gonna be a problem. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna resent that man, and you're gonna let him know, like, hey, the score is unbalanced right now, and I need you to straighten up a little bit. You know what I mean? Versus on. You don't think that's fair?
I don't know. I don't think that's fair for women to do. I don't think that's fair at all.
Oh, okay.
To take score. I don't think that's fair.
Would y'all agree with that though? Do y'all think someone?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
I think some women do keep score on what they did.
I think it's subconscious. It's subconscious sometimes. You don't realize. Sometimes they don't realize they keep score, but it's like in the moment when you feel like somebody ain't doing nothing for you, and you feel like you're doing everything, then you gonna start trying to look it back and say, "Well, I was doing this, and you ain't do this."
Yeah,
you don't put any intention. It's just like when somebody is, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right.
But men do that too.
Yeah.
Men do that too.
I don't know a lot of them. I don't really know any man that does that, but maybe they just hide it well. I don't know. Because I'm the type of man, like, if I know you, like Dale said, if my wife or my girl came home and she had a hard day at work, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Don't chill, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like we done debriefed on the phone. You know what I'm saying? I'm using your word now, Smoke. We done debriefed on the phone. You know, so I know you had a fucked up day. So yeah, you thawed this meat out and you was gonna cook it when you got home. But fuck it, I'll go ahead and start dinner. You know what I mean? Like just to help out. You know what I mean? But
we a team.
There's gonna be times where I drop the ball too, and I don't need an ass chewing behind it. I need you to help me out.
Okay, so let's just say we're debriefing on the phone, and I hear you had a bad day. So I tell you, well, you know what? Don't worry about cutting the yard today. I get Tony across the street to come cut the yard. Why is that a problem? It's still getting cut.
It's still getting done.
With that motherfucker, he all ripped up.
First of all, Tony is 17. Tony is a child. Tony want hot $25 to come cut this yard. See where you done went all the way over here with Tony, and Tony is a kid.
As long as it get done, it don't matter.
That's how the gossip started right there. You know this helper called Tony from across the street. Right. Tony is not in the middle.
Well, baby, why you calling Tony? Go ahead and call Maria from down the street. Because she got a little cleaning service, so she can come through and help clean around the house too.
I was just going there, B.
Why you cleaning up because you had a bad day? I'm cleaning
up. I'm just saying, it seems like you've been having a hard time. You know, you left the dishes the other night, and you know the floor ain't get swept. So let's just go ahead and hire a cleaning lady.
No, you're wrong.
Why?
We can't do that
because you literally just sat here and said, if you debriefing with your woman on the phone and you say, "I got dinner tonight, I'm a cook." Right. How is it? Why do we have to call Maria? Because I say, "Don't worry about cutting the yard. I'm gonna call Tony to do it." I'm not calling Tony to do it because you're less of a man, baby. You tired. We can give this boy $25 to cut the yard. So why we got to go to Maria now?
What's the difference with Maria? She can come in once a week, do a deep clean, and
you're missing the point. Nobody said nothing when you wanted to come and cook for me.
Right.
I didn't say, well, I prefer you to call the chef from around the corner because he cooked better than you. I didn't say that. I'm letting you cook. So why you can't just let me call Tony? Why do we now have to bring Maria in here?
Because we're bringing, either way, somebody's bringing an outside source when both of us are well capable of doing every single thing.
So basically, I'm wrong because I should have cut the yard.
Not that you're wrong.
You ain't necessarily wrong, but it should go both ways. If you can call somebody to come do that, Why not call somebody on the other side of it?
Boom.
That's what happens a lot of times, man. Women make rules for the women, but it's different for the man.
It is.
I'm
It
just
totally
saying,
is.
help. I see it as a help.
I'm trying to figure out how we even got to Maria. If you cooking for me,
It was
does
just a
not
parallel.
result in like
It was just a parallel.
It was a
no, I
parallel.
get it, but it's not. I understand that, but I don't
Ain't
know
no
why
bitch
we're
gonna come
going
in
here.
here and clean my house and show me what blase.
No, you can call Maria because shit, I might not feel like it. Call her.
Right.
I just
There
don't
we
feel
go.
like I should have to cut the yard because you tie up. I'm telling you, don't cut it today. You can cut it tomorrow if you want to, but you ain't got to cut it today.
Hey, you ain't got to cut. We can have, you know.
But we wrong
Say
for
Julio.
having
She
time to
say
cut
Tony.
it.
Nah, not for
We
real.
got
I mean, he can cut
we
it.
got Julio's
I might
in
even give him a little tip.
Houston.
Yep.
Nah, don't tip him now. Don't tip him now. Raised all this hell in the house. Don't tip him.
I'm just being objective because you over there with the glove not fitting and you trying to quit. Y'all ain't getting off that easy.
I just be saying that's all.
Nah, it's all good. Hey man, so what y'all think about this, man? So I started listening to this book called No More Mr. Nice Guy. And and it kind of breaks down that like this generation of men was predominantly raised by women, whether the dad wasn't there or even with the school system, it's 95% women. You know what I mean? And so we're living in a world where men get their identity, and even what a real man is defined by women. And it's like that's just kind of messed up, man. Like I never even thought about it, but a man can't tell you what a woman is. You know what I mean?
Period.
I can't come to you and say, well, a real woman do X, Y, Z, X, Y, Z. You know what I'm saying? But women do that all the time, though. Women, we can go on Facebook right now, man. You'll see a whole thread of women just talking about what men ain't shit. You know what I mean? Y'all sit up and dog us, you know what I'm saying? But as soon as a man do anything remotely close to that, y'all crucify him. Like you just said, Kevin James, he called women out on their bullshit, and women hate that man.
Nah,
hate that man.
Right.
He rude, but he giving them the truth. Y'all said y'all wanted the truth. And he get their ass a hard
time.
Maybe you was 6 on a good day.
Maybe
you was 6 on a good day, and they don't want to hear that shit.
He get bits and pieces of the damn truth. He don't give no truth.
Come on.
He don't give no truth. Some of that shit he be saying be like that dating after 6 p.m. bull. Miss me with that.
He can go to hell for that.
Can you elaborate that one? I ain't heard that.
I ain't get to watch that.
Saying if you go on a date after 6 p.m., you should expect to have sex. Or was it 6 p.m., 7 p.m., something like that?
Whatever it was. I think it was no later than 8 o'clock. Yeah, if you go after 5 or 6.
I'm not saying you should expect it, but I mean the possibility is there regardless. You know what I mean? But
you sound like everybody in his damn
nah. I'm not gonna necessarily agree or disagree with that. I don't agree that it's like it's guaranteed. You know what I'm saying? But I think that he's getting to the point where he's trying to just get you to understand that for a man, after a certain hour, even if we having a good time or whatever, like the expectation of possibly scoring is probably there.
So 7 o'clock on, y'all just be horny. I'm just saying, and honestly, I want to get back to Mr. Motivational's question too. But 7 o'clock, y'all, if we go out at 7, from 7 on, y'all just be horny that whole time.
It's not just that. It's just that, like, okay, for one, a dinner date is far more intimate. The setting is more intimate than a lunch or a breakfast date.
That's true.
And not only that, this is the day is ending. We're going to end the day together most likely. You know what I mean? And so now we're going to get to this point where you're going to go home and I'm going to go home. So now there's this awkwardness, like, all right, well, do I make this move or do she come back to my place? Do I go to her place? And like you said, at the end of the day, we all adults and we all have our own choices to make. But like Dellmatic said, the likelihood with all the intimacy that's around it, now we probably drinking, we done had a few cocktails, we might go dance, now we all up on each other having a good time. But yeah, now we've increased it versus if we had a lunch date and I know I got some business to take care of after this and you got some business to take care of after this. So ain't nothing happened. We just gonna get to know each other and
go our separate ways.
That's kind of how I understand it.
Okay. Yeah. Well, thank you for saying it like that. I get it. It's bullshit to me, not what you said, but just still the fact that
the glove don't.
The fact that he expected, But I get it. I don't have to agree with it, but
Like
I get it.
it shouldn't even be
I'll
thought
take that.
of.
I'll take that. Hey, that's a point for us, Dellmatic. That's our first point tonight. I'll take that. We appreciate it.
Yes, sir. First point of the night, folks.
Okay, I have a question. I got a question for.
Wait.
Go ahead.
I want
Go
to
ahead.
get
Go
back to
ahead.
what he said about the book he was reading and the men ain't shit, but the women raising the men. He said something like that. I do not agree that women can raise a man, that women should be on there telling men what they should be. I have a son. I cannot raise him to be a man. But I do feel like there are things that I can instill in him that is not going to take away from his masculinity, if that makes sense.
Period. Yes.
So, I want to touch on that before I forgot. So, okay, Stormii.
No, that makes a lot of sense, man. But just to add to it, man, like so it puts men just so like you. I appreciate you saying that, man. So like, I don't know how involved his dad is. That ain't really none of my business. But if nothing else, man, get him in some kind of sports program where he can be around some decent men. You know what I mean?
Oh, he's gonna go, baby. Yeah, he's gonna do all that.
Oh, yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
He get it. Yeah.
He's good on that.
Hell yeah, because I mean, yeah, it's just a messed up plight when it comes to that, man, for women because. But a lot of women don't think like you think, man. A lot of women feel like I can raise him, I can raise a man. You know what I mean? And it's just like, not really. You know what I'm saying? It takes two. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have that balance. You gotta have that masculine and that feminine energy being poured into a kid.
Yep, absolutely.
Mr. Motivation. So do you have daughters? You have kids? You have sons?
Yeah, I do.
Your sons and daughters. Are you teaching your sons? Are you teaching your daughters to cut grass and oil change and all that stuff?
Hold on, real quick, y'all.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys have children. You guys have children, sons and daughters. Are you guys teaching them your sons to wash dishes, cook, and all that, and your daughters to cut the grass, oil change, and all that? Are you guys teaching your children to do that?
I'm teaching my kids both. The only exception, my daughter, she's scared to take the trash out at night. And so the boys exclusively do the trash. But I told her, so I'll make this accommodation for you. But now you can pick whichever chore around the house, but this is exclusively for the girls now. And she said, well, I don't mind doing laundry, so I can do that. You know what I mean? So the boys, all they have to do is get their own clothes and put them away themselves. But she'll separate them and wash them and everything. So it's just a balance there. You know what I mean? And I think really nowadays that's how most relationships are going to be, man. Because it's going to be certain roles that are going to be easy for your partner and certain roles that are easy for you. And y'all need to come to the table and negotiate this. Like, hey, I don't mind doing dishes. I do dishes all day. I can cook all day, but what I don't like doing is cutting the damn grass. So I'd appreciate it if you got your ass out there before I call Tony.
Please. Thank you.
Well,
but I agree. I feel like people need to have certain conversations before they get too deep in the shit. And unfortunately, they don't. And they just feel like once they in, oh, you supposed to do this, you supposed to do this. Well, we ain't had no conversation that we were supposed to have. So now here we are sitting here feeling like you do it. No, you do it. Now everybody looks stupid. So yeah, people need to have conversations and they don't.
I think a lot of times people just get caught up in how good it feels, especially when you first start dating somebody. You just ride this infatuation, man. Then you look up and you with a motherfucker you don't even really like. Like, yeah,
you don't even know their ass if we're being honest. Yeah. So you're right.
Like that. You know what I'm saying? Once you really get to know them, you know what I mean? And then you know what? One of the things I think about with that is like once you really like somebody, especially when it started a relationship, you trying to do everything. You know what I'm saying? So the gender roles kind of don't be there in the beginning of the relationship because you as a man, you trying to just show that you can be there and do all these things.
Listen, I'm married to an old man, like I said.
How much we gonna do? You know what I'm saying? How well we gonna do this and do that? And so we end up doing everything, and then the gender role totally get ignored. And then now we get in a relationship, and we're like, "Hey, can you do this?" And it's like, "Well, you've been doing it the whole time." And it's like, you know what I'm saying? What happened?
I think women do go into new relationships in their mind with their gender roles already. They do them like from jump. I believe they do. just because we feel like it's what we're supposed to do, what we were taught to do. Yeah. So I think women do go in it. We don't have the conversation, but we go in it already practicing those roles because we feel like that's what it takes to get this man
or to keep that man. But I think this new generation is starting to flip it to like how Mr. Motivation and Mr. Dellmatic is doing, or how they have their house set up.
Mm-hmm.
How my house is set up, the olden days, this is kind of getting weed out unless you grow up in something like this, and not too many people in this generation grow up in, you know,
what
that kind of dynamic. They majority of them grow up in
traditional, modern relationships now.
Right. They don't have that straight tradition, like, you know, there's not that many of the traditional relationships out now that people the kids can grow up to see where men do this and only the men do this and only women do that. A lot of the kids now, moms are like you guys, opposed to how my situation is. Like my daughter is going to grow up seeing gender roles. She's going to grow up different than all the other kids because in my house, everything is
men do this.
Everything, period. So I guess it just, depends on.
You know what? That's kind of, me and Miss Motivation talked about that a whole lot, especially like, Kevin Samuels touched base on that too. You know what I mean? And it goes back to, it was a time, and we are in 2022, the 21st century, and so at one point in time, the reason why gender roles were as traditional as you have them in your house is because certain things weren't allowed for women to do, and men only had the gender roles had to be what they were. But nowadays, y'all have so much. Y'all wanted the equality so much. We can do this too. We can do this too. We can do this too.
Mm-hmm.
So now you have to do this too, and that's just a part of it. That's just a part of our society now. It ain't traditional no more. We got to.
It's not.
Into the not. It's traditional, but for the most part, like the majority of us aren't going to be on that traditional stuff, and then we're gonna get weeded out once we pass away.
But it also goes in.
It's gonna be back.
How you were raised. My husband was raised by his grandfather. So his grandfather was back in them days where his grandmother just passed recently, bless her soul. She was almost 100 years old. So they were back in them days where the women could only do certain things and the men could only do certain things way back then. So that's how he was raised and molded. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's supposed to be. Not a lot of people our age were around people in their 90s, 80s, you know what I'm saying? 100 years old. All of our older relatives are what, 50s, 60s, maybe 70s. So it's definitely changed over time, and this new generation.
I knew I wasn't going to be traditional when my grandma was cooking chicken feet for my granddaddy. And I looked at that food and I said, what the hell is this? She was like, it's chicken feet. I said, I ain't never cooking that. She said, if your husband want it, when you get old and you get married, you going to do it. I said, no, I ain't. I should have known then I had a problem.
Trying to teach you. Grandpa try to get your back right.
If you seen the way them feet was cooking in that pot, you wasn't going to get I'm cooking chicken feet. What? Chicken feet? No, ma'am, grandma, I'm not doing this. But I understand.
Look so creepy. They look like a baby. You ever seen the ones?
Right. You see a pot full of chicken feet. What? And you want me to cook this? I don't even know. No, ma'am. So, but I mean, I appreciate. As I got older, I understood why she told me that. You do shit for the person that you with. If you love them, I don't eat liver. My nigga wanted liver. I got in there like I was Chef Boyardee, and I cooked that nigga liver. Tell me how it tastes. Is it good? Do you like it? I'm not gonna.
What I need to add. That's me too. I hate fish, but I had to make mine salmon. I wasn't tasting it though. I let him taste it. Tell me how it.
I know you don't eat it because you pronounce the L. It's just salmon.
Salmon.
It's not salmon.
Salmon. I don't eat it, but I make it for my man. And at one point, I said I would never, ever cook any seafood, and I make that shit a few times a damn week.
Oh yeah, I get it. You know, I don't like he said. I do agree. It's not traditional women. It's a lot.
Stormii, do you think that your daughter is gonna lack anything from not having to do everything or not learning it because of the gender role?
I don't think she will, only because the type of father that she has, he's going to teach her how to do everything, but he's not going to expect her to do right. She's going to know how to do it because of the type of man that he is, but she ain't going to do none of it though, but she's going to know how if push comes to shove.
That's what I was saying. You gotta know how. But you don't know how.
But he's going to tell her a man is supposed to do XYZ because in his eyes, a man is supposed to do XYZ, and you as a woman, you're supposed to do XYZ. Yeah. So yeah, he gonna tell her that. Like, you get a man, you better make sure he do. Gotta, that list. You not.
How you define it, man. I think Smoke made a great point earlier, man. Like, especially going into this new generation, man. Like, the world, it's gonna get to the point soon where we ain't even gonna recognize the old world. You know what I'm saying? The old way shit was. The stuff changes so fast, man. So at the end of the day, I think what Smoke said, like, you have to have those hard conversations, man. Once you think you like somebody, man, that y'all feeling each other, you just gotta have them hard conversations. And like, all right, look. We look like we've been headed to a relationship, so let's sit down and have a negotiation. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, this is what I'm willing to do in a relationship. Now, what do you bring to the table? Okay, well, you willing to do that? Okay, but since I don't really want to do this, can you pick this up and then I'll pick something up for you? You know what I mean? Like, it got to be straight negotiation. You know what I mean? Because if not, you spend all this time doing different things that you feel like this other person should do. Now you resent them, and you end up growing apart from a person that you really could have been with. You know what I'm saying? But y'all didn't learn how to communicate with each other and work through things. You know what I'm saying? That's the biggest part, man. If all stuff that we teaching our kids and all this stuff, that's cool. But we definitely got to teach them to communicate. Especially little black kids, man. Communicate. Use your words. Yeah. It start with us. It start with us as parents, man. Because a lot of times, I don't know about child, but I was raised in our words, like, you don't get in grown folks conversation. Absolutely. You don't got nothing to say. You know what I'm saying? Don't talk back. Basically saying, don't even have a damn opinion. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, what's our parents did?
Yeah, he ain't lying. He telling the truth.
That shit wrong, man, because it creates kids that don't know how to fucking communicate how they feel. Because every time I try to, I'll shut it down. You know what I mean?
He's right. My sister, how old am I? That's how old I am. Okay, my sister is 9 years older than me, right? And she's still around with certain family members. She still has that little girl's mentality. Like, she just, I don't know how to say it without talking bad about it, but she takes shit that me personally, hey, baby, I get that who you are. I get you my auntie, my uncle. I get it. I trust you. However, you're going to respect me. I'm not a child no more. And I'm not sitting here saying that I'm all in their mouth like, oh my God.
That's huge.
But I'm an adult. You're going to respect me now. But
that just shows how different our generation is.
She'll take stuff and she be like, well, she don't care, and because you're not gonna talk to me. And I'm not no disrespectful ass person. So I don't ever want that to come across like that, because I'm the sweetest person ever.
No, she's not disrespecting.
But you're not gonna disrespect me. I don't
straightforward.
Care who you are. Yeah, and again, I'm not on that rah all that there, but okay, so you're not gonna respect me. Let me remove myself from this situation. But my sister, she just be sitting there and I be like, girl, if you don't not go off, but just leave, dog, because you accepting it, and they're gonna continue to do it if you accept it. So I mean, I feel like it is because it was you don't be in grown folks' business. Go over there. You can't have no opinion. You're not allowed to feel no kind of way. Parents and grandparents be dead the fuck wrong.
Yeah,
wrong.
Yeah.
But you better not say you better not tell them wrong.
Man.
Mhm.
I just had this conversation with my grandmother. I'd be like, yo, you wrong. I'm not wrong. Ma'am, you be wrong, ma'am. I'm not wrong. If I'm wrong, you better not say me I'm wrong. Just go along with it. Ma'am. Like,
What you say, Dellmatic?
that's no. Well, you know my mouth. I'm like, no, lady.
The problem is, man, like Mr. Mo, they said made that post about what he just said. And the problem is, kids don't have tactfulness in order to not be rude when they're trying to express themselves.
Yep.
And we learned that from being quiet, and then as we got older, we learned how to be more tactful. So I think that we should allow them to a certain degree, but we definitely got to make those moments teaching moments and be like, hey, this is how you should do this if you want to express yourself. But I still disagree with the whole, I believe that kids should not be in grown folks conversation because one thing, two things for certain, with them not being able to have tactfulness, they don't have discernment of when to speak and when not to speak, and what to say and what not to say. They'll end up jumping in your conversation saying, "No, mama, you was at so house." It's like, wait a minute now, this is the grown folks conversation, and you telling me you shouldn't be telling. But also, as a mama, you want to sit in front of your baby lying. Because you didn't do what you said. That's why this baby felt the need. Now the baby was wrong, but you wrong too because you teaching this baby right.
He ain't lying.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that is hard, what you need. Let that baby be there.
Got that baby gossiping at an early age. Got that baby gossiping at an early
see how we come back in full circle? We come back with the gossip shit. And I know it was a little boy that say, mama.
Gossiping.
I can't get one. Yeah, come on. Hey, hold up real quick.
They be doing that shit. Gossiping. You let them.
Well, I can see when they come back on. I'm just gonna have to pop out this little part right here, but I can see them when they come back on.